So like the breaking point for me there was like 2014.
Okay.
That's when everything in my world changed.
Okay.
100%. It changed. I woke up one morning, I can't remember what day of the week it was, but I know it was in October.
Yeah.
I woke up, bro, like I woke up out of a sleep in a like drenched sweat, my whole body shaking. Like, and I couldn't stop the shaking. So I'm sweating, I'm shaking, my heart's beating out my chest.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the world is going on, bro? And I don't know what it feels like to lose your mind. I felt like in that moment, I was losing mine though. I couldn't even get a coherent thought. It's like I couldn't, so like if you'd have asked me my name in that moment, I couldn't have told you. And I was just at the mercy of that until it just stopped after a few minutes. I just like kind of came down. So my wife is waking up, she's looking at me. She's like, what's going on? I'm panicking, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's about to happen again. I don't know what just happened or whatever. So anyway, long story short, one of the things that we ultimately figured out through some help is that I had an anxiety attack, a panic attack. And I'm like, yo, I got an anxiety attack. Like, one, I'm not stressed about anything. Two, I've had no issues with any of that my entire life. And generally speaking, things are going well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, long story short, what I found out is that what I was dealing with was, quote unquote, what they call good stress. So you can have low quality problems, high quality problems. Low quality problems as a result of things not going good. You can have high quality problems, what I call backside of the blessing, problems that are associated with things going very well. And so one of the things that I realized is that in that season, basically, I was dealing with overcommitment. And I was dealing with overcommitment because I was people pleasing. And I was people pleasing because of the absence of verbal affirmation. So I found all of this out in therapy, right?
I'm about to say, you've been in somebody's therapy.
Yeah. So it was like, so if you ask me to do something, it doesn't matter what I had going on that week. I wouldn't want you to be disappointed in me. So the way I felt about me was tied to the way you felt about me. So I lived a life where I thought I was being kind. What I was actually being was a toxic kind of nice.
Wow.
And I thought I was being accommodating. It was idolatry.
Yeah.
And so that had me in the middle of probably speaking, God knows, during that time, maybe, I don't know, 120 sometimes a year.
Excuse me?
In addition to the church.
Outside of the church?
Yes, outside the church. In addition, so it was like 2-3 times a week. It was nothing for me to be gone 4 times in a week speaking. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the accumulation of that just kind of led to my body breaking down, not practicing the principle of the Sabbath. None of those things, man. And so when I started digging deep into that, I kind of realized that I could not fix my schedule till I fixed my soul. That my schedule wasn't a problem. It was a symptom. And so what happened is, as I'm going through this, bro, I start reading the Bible and I start seeing a lot of the badness that we see in biblical characters coming back to brokenness that was unaddressed. Feel me? So I'm looking at people like Moses and I'm like, this man striking the rock instead of speaking to the rock. But this anger that he is dealing with is like showing up in certain seasons of his life. And what happened was when he killed that man and put that man in the sand, he buried the evidence of the issue. Instead of allowing that issue to expose a deeper issue he needed to give attention to. Like when he killed, he should have, instead of hiding the evidence, he should have been like, yo, what's in me that made me snap this fast? And so what happened was he kept winning without dealing with the issue. And he probably assumed that his ability to keep winning was like God's permission, when God was really giving him an extension. And that's what happened with me. It was like, yo, I just violating the principle of the Sabbath, keep going, not dealing with my issues. And at some point, bam, it all falls apart. And that's what kind of happened with me, man. And it sent me on this deep, deep journey because I had to learn to rediscover who I was outside the opinions of other people.
That fear of man is a
grown man with kids and a mortgage. And I'm a pastor at this point, and I'm walking through that, bro. So like literally that's where it came from. And for me, the sanctifying of the soul is a lifelong journey. So it's just like I just committed. I know I'm always going to have to do that work.